Everyone makes mistakes on a cruise, but in this video, I'm going to share 10 of them you really don't have to make up next. Hey everyone, it's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, and I'm here to help you with the 10 rookie mistakes you should not be making on a Royal Caribbean cruise this year. Things change over time, and looking at the current state of affairs as it pertains to going on a Royal Caribbean cruise, I wanted to share some really common mistakes I see people making still today. Hopefully, this video will stop you from being one of those people. Let's start off with not doing online check-in. You know, Royal Caribbean makes checking in for your cruise super easy by offering a quick and easy online check-in option. On some ships, you can actually do it on your phone. Regardless, if you're not doing online check-in, who are you? Well, I guess my parents, but you gotta take advantage of it. First and foremost, it is gonna save you time. You're gonna spend time while you're at home, not on a cruise, to do all that. That way, when you arrive at the terminal, easy peasy, you board the ship, no delays. Next up is paying too much by buying the drink package on the ship. It never ceases to amaze me, people who buy Royal Caribbean's very popular unlimited drink packages while on board a ship. What you should be doing instead is booking it before the cruise, because Royal Caribbean offers discounts for people who book it beforehand. Oftentimes, you can save up to 30% off the onboard price by booking it online. Here's the bottom line. Regardless of which drink package you want, you will absolutely, positively save money by booking it before your cruise. The next rookie mistake I still see people doing is going to the cruise terminal at your assigned check-in time. When you do your online check-in, which I recommended as our first tip in this video, you're going to get a time from Royal Caribbean saying what time you should arrive at the terminal. Certainly that sounds official, but it's more of a suggestion than a requirement. What you should do to beat the embarkation day crowds is plan to arrive your cruise terminal somewhere between 10 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. The time you get from Royal Caribbean, again, is not enforced, and quite frankly, no one's even going to pay any attention to it. So getting there sooner will start your vacation sooner, you'll avoid the crowds that come later in the afternoon, and you can also avoid that lunch rush in those restaurants while on board. The next rookie mistake people are still making this year is booking a cruise themselves and not using a travel agent. Look, anybody can book a cruise. I get it. It's not too hard to go to any website, put in your credit card information, and book a cruise. That's not the point of this. Using a travel agent is not about simply making a reservation. It is about having someone in your corner to help you throughout the entire process. And as first-time cruisers, a lot of rookie cruisers make mistakes along the way, mistakes they don't even know they're making. And having a good travel agent in your corner, number one, doesn't cost you anything extra, and number two, is going to make your life easier. Perhaps it'll save you money. More likely, they're going to save you a lot of time. And if there's ever a problem or a concern or a question, they're there to answer it for you. It's really nice. And again, a good travel agent should cost you absolutely nothing extra, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain by using it. Our next rookie mistake to avoid is flying in the same day your cruise leaves. After planning that awesome Royal Caribbean cruise vacation, the last thing you want to do is let something like a weather delay, an airline cancellation, or anything else get between you and your cruise ship. What you want to do instead is fly in at least one day before your cruise departs. That way, if there is a flight delay or cancellation, you still have some buffer to be able to make your cruise and not miss out on any of it. Another really common mistake is not researching shore excursions before the cruise. The tours and excursions available to book in the ports your cruise will visit are plentiful, so take advantage of the resources online to find that perfect tour before your cruise begins. While you can book shore excursions on board your ship, or even when you walk off the ship and try to explore in the port, the lines on the shore excursion desk can be often long, and doing your research from home gives you plenty of time to compare different options and learn what each port offers. You can view all the shore excursions available by logging into Royal Caribbean's Cruise Planner website and browsing shore excursions by each port. Royal Caribbean offers a lot of shore excursions in every port to do that, and on top of that, you can also consider other tours offered through third-party groups to further expand your options. Now keep in mind the differences between Royal Caribbean shore excursions and third-party options. Here's some basic considerations. Number one, Royal Caribbean shore excursions guarantee your return to the ship even if your excursion is delayed. Number two, third-party shore excursions can offer more personalized tours at sometimes a lower price. Royal Caribbean shore excursions are fully refundable if your ship cannot dock at a scheduled port, although to be fair, most other third parties will offer a similar guarantee. And lastly, guests can use onboard credit towards purchasing Royal Caribbean shore excursions if they book online. Something a lot of first-time cruisers will do is rely solely on the elevator. And sure, the elevator will get you from point A to point B, but you may end up waiting a long time for it. There are plentiful stairs everywhere you go near all the elevators. And the bottom line is to go up at just a couple decks or down a couple decks is going to be faster and easier if you just simply take the stairs. Certainly there's nothing wrong with taking an elevator, but oftentimes, especially during popular times like dining times or when shows let out, the elevators can be inundated and that can lead to longer waits. What you want to do instead is take advantage of those stairs. Heck, you might even burn off some of those drink calories from that drink package. A very common rookie mistake is overpaying for phone calls and text messages. When you go on a cruise ship, it's really easy to make the mistake of using your cell phone on the cruise ship like you do on land. If you forget to set your phone into airplane mode, you may incur some really high roaming charges for text messages, calls, and even worse, data. The last thing you want to do is use your phone normally on a cruise ship. Instead, as soon as you get on board the ship, put it into airplane mode, log on to Royal Caribbean's Wi-Fi service, which does have an additional cost, but is going to cost you way less than any of those roaming charges your cell phone carrier will use. Our next rookie mistake is using a birth certificate to cruise. Look, I get it. You can cruise in North America if you're a US citizen with a birth certificate, and hey, that costs you nothing extra, right? Here's the bottom line. You want to get a passport. It's an investment in your travel future, and it makes the whole process so much easier. Checking in online is way easier with a passport, and when your cruise is over, you will breeze through customs if you have a passport compared to using a birth certificate. I get it. It costs extra to get a passport, but it will make the entire process so much easier. And of course, passports last for 10 years, so that's plenty more Royal Caribbean cruises to take advantage of. And the last rookie mistake not to be making in 2020 is double tipping on your cruise. Now, when you buy a drink or you go to the spa or even you buy something in one of the shops, automatically Royal Caribbean is going to add an 18% gratuity, and that's totally cool. That provides recognition for the service that's being provided to you. But what you don't want to do is not realize you've already tipped and then tip another 18% on top of that. Look, everyone deserves a good tip, but you don't want to be over tipping. So the bottom line is when you see any receipt you get, look for a gratuity already included, and if it's there, you should feel confident that an 18% gratuity is totally cool, but you always have the option of tipping a little bit more if you feel it's warranted. So there are the rookie Royal Caribbean mistakes you should not be making in 2020. I picked these out because they reflect some of the top things you should or should not be doing this year. Hope you found it helpful. Thanks for watching. This has been Matt, and we'll talk again real soon.